Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Petty Hebrew tongue is correct names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers that's laboring in this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Woo, Yahshua Allah. We got a righteous reward coming soon. And what is that we got coming? It's the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. And it's something that's the will of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua in order to put us in a righteous kingdom. Our true environment where we truly belong, where the world will be governed in righteousness. That is on the horizon. That's coming real soon. So we're going to start out the first precept to show you I ain't lying when I say that. You go to Luke 12 and 32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." And you hear what he say? He said, "Fear not, little flock." Means don't doubt, don't worry. It's coming. And he called us a little flock. Because compared to the world, the whole select is a small select few that's blessed. You got to make sure you're a part of that. Don't let the masses suck you up out this truth back into the destruction. No, stay within the house of David. Because he said it's the will of Yahweh to give us the kingdom. And how's he going to give us the kingdom? Through our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah. That's how we're going to get the kingdom. Yahweh Shah is going to destroy everything that Esau Edom has ever created. And when I say Esau Edom, I'm talking about the so-called white man. Their demise is coming soon. And with their demise coming soon, what does that mean for us? That means our deliverance is coming soon. And so that's like a treasure. So right now, while we're in this wicked kingdom that's ran by the so-called white man, we have to build up our treasures in heaven, our desires. We got to put our works in and just know the Lord got our back. And that goes into having faith. You got to believe the Lord going to give us the kingdom. If you don't believe, you can't be here. We're here because we believe that the Lord is going to give it to us. That's what sets us apart from everybody else that's in this world. They believe in what's tangible, what Esau can give out. We believe in the intangible, things you can't see, things only Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua can hand out. That's what we believe in. And the great news I got for you, Yahshua, is that it's coming soon. How do I know that? Looking at the prophecies that's coming to pass. So we're coming to that last little stretch. You know, if you ran track, we on that fourth leg. And I say endure and hang on tight. And in the meantime, do what? Hey, build your treasures up in heaven. Because Esau can't take that. That's in the spiritual realm. That's where Esau, he can't deal with that. He only takes stuff away from you that's in the physical realm. You know, your house, your car, your job, you know, your family. He can take all those things away. But your faith and Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua and our hope and desires in the kingdom of heaven, he can't do nothing with that. That's beyond his realm of understanding, and it's beyond a realm that he can even touch. So now what it's going to do is they're going to try to shake us about the truth. They're going to try to make us forfeit our rights with that mark of the beast. That's what's coming up. So we keep it moving. I want to get another one that's going to show what we should be doing. And it's going to be a quick little lesson, quick little hitter. You know, I ain't going to make it too long. It's just on my spirit to talk about the kingdom of heaven because I was pondering on that greatly. Like, man, we about to have a righteous kingdom coming up, man. I got to tell y'all all about that. You know? So right here, it tells us what the kingdom of heaven is like. This is Matthew 13 and 44. It says, "Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field." Woo! That was major. Let's break that down, Yahshua. He said the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in a field. So that back statements I made. The kingdom of heaven is hidden right now to most of these people, but it's not hidden to the believers. We have that spiritual eye, that eye salve. We can see the kingdom. You know, we read the scriptures, we read Leviticus, we can see that coming into play. So that's our treasure right there. And we got to make sure, you know, we don't let this devil psych us up out of that. And like it says, and that which a man found hidden, enjoy thereof, he go for sell all that he have. So we're giving up everything that we got on this side in order to get the kingdom of heaven. And it's going to come down to that. You know why? Because that MOTB is going to prove, do you have faith in Yahweh Shah if you don't? Because if you take the MOTB, you forfeit your first rights to being the first fruits in the kingdom of heaven. You forfeit that. If you deny, you know, your stuff, because this devil going to use what we got. So we got to be like that man right there that sell everything he have and put it all on that field with that treasure in there. Because the kingdom of heaven, that's going to be everything we desire, Yahshua, everything we ever wanted. It's going to have clean food, clean water, clean air, clean women. Everything is going to be clean and in righteous order. You're going to be safe. Because Esau going to be in subjection. So you ain't got to worry about the children getting snatched up. You ain't got to worry about niggas shooting down the block. You're not going to have none of that. None of that's going to go on in the kingdom of heaven. You ain't going to go out there and see a bunch of trash, you know, McDonald's cups and plastic all over the place. We ain't going to go there. We probably going to have like wood-based, gold, like real material stuff that doesn't harm the earth. Probably back to pottery like we did in ancient days. We ain't going to be using plastic, man. Plastic poisons the earth. That's what Esau do. So you're going to see real things like that. We're going to have money with our faces on it. The council is going to look like us. Our people going to be on the council. We're going to have freedom, true freedom. You're going to be able to have rest. You're going to be able to rest until you're ready to wake up. Ain't no clock to punch. We ain't on no rat race. We ain't about to be working no job. That's going to be a thing of the past. We're going to have all the time in the world, eternity, to enjoy our family and children. Ain't going to be no child support. Ain't going to be no baby mamas. None of that going to be in the kingdom of heaven. The money going to have our face on it. We got the freedom to come and go as we please. To go to different planets if we please. Man, them chariots move fast, y'all, Sharala. We're going to have our own chariots, man. No more, I got to take my car to the mechanic and them broke down. We're going to have stuff that break down, man. Our chariots don't break down. Them is celestial vehicles we going to have. So you got to look at this thing big, y'all, Sharala. The kingdom of heaven is going to blow our minds with the stuff that we about to get. Because I'm giving it to you light work. What Yahweh Shah got promised for us, man, it's like I can't even imagine it, y'all, Sharala. We just doing our best, man. The Lord about to really, show us something in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be able to have the ability to make your own palace on the beach. A big palace, a castle. All your children going to call on your name. So this thing is about to just be, all the world's resources are going to be ours again. All the gold, the silver, the diamonds, the rubies, that's going to belong to Yahshua Allah. These heathens going to pay taxes to us. We going to dictate what they can have and can't have. That's what we got coming, Yahshua Allah. That's coming real soon. That's the kingdom of heaven. And it's very nigh. It's very upon us. So I'm just pondering on the kingdom. That's something you should do too, because that'll build your faith to keep you rooted and grounded in this. How you want your slave force to be. You know, how you going to layer that up? How do you want your palace to look? You know, how you want the floors to be? Because me, Yahshua, I'm going to have pyrite, chrysocolla, rubies. You might come in my restroom. It might be solid gold in that sucker. The sink is gold. The trimmings is gold. silver, all of that, Yashara, that's coming. It's not fantasy. That's gonna be reality, real soon. And I'm just overjoyed with it because I'm like, man, this nightmare is about to be over with, man. So we just gotta pray for patience and endurance to make it through this, because we're about to be planted in our kingdom real soon, Yashara. These devils are losing it. They done lost it. These devils are scrambling right now. Scrambling and grabbing at straws. All they doing is making everything worse. And that's good news for us, because if the devil is failing, guess what? We're picking everything up. We're getting our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding all coming back to us. And that's given to us so we'll know how to rule a kingdom, which we will rule in righteousness. The way the Lord said, do this, and don't do that. We're going to obey, we're going to go by that. And then our youngins, they're going to have the laws, statute, commandments in their inward parts. So they go obey the laws, because they ain't going to have no choice. Everything outside is going to be about Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. We're going to go back to the lunar cycle. We're going to have our own calendar. We're going to be using Esau's calendar. We're going to go by our calendar, which is going by the moon cycle. That's coming back. You ain't got to worry about, man, when a feast day coming up, when a holy day coming up. You're going to know about it. It's going to be broadcast. It's going to be all in the sky. So that's such good news, Yashua. It brings much comfort to just know that that's what's about to happen. The kingdom of heaven is about to be great. Go get this. I know I had some. What did I have, Yashua? Because it just hit my spirit I wanted to bring out. Oh, yeah. We can go full circle. Let's go back to Luke chapter 12. Because this is what we should be doing. The Lord told us what we should be doing in the meantime. This is Luke 12 and 31. It says, but rather seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh, and all these things shall be added unto you. So everything we desire, everything we want is going to be in the kingdom of heaven. So what does that mean? A focus on the kingdom. Focus on salvation. Focus on deliverance. What do you need to do that? You need faith and you need works. That's what you need to get up out of here. So you need to make sure you got those two things under your belt. That you got faith and you got works. That way you can be a joint heir with Yahushua and enjoy and being the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Because in my mindset, Yashua, ain't nothing better than setting up Yashua in order, being that first fruits, establishing the kingdom of heaven. That's going to be so magnificent. So my mindset is geared on that. And I make sure that, I'm doing what I need to do in order to get that. Because that's what I desire. I'm sick of being in Esau's kingdom. I really am, Yashua. It's trash. It's garbage. Everything about it. It keeps you down. It depresses you. It's real oppression being in Esau's kingdom. Everything is out of order. You got alphabet agenda all over the place. And it's just, when you think about how we living now, it's depressing. Pretty much we're existing. We ain't even living yet. See, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to actually live. We're going to live life to the fullest. Because we're truly going to be free from Esau Edom's wicked oppression. We're going to be able to keep the laws and commandments perfect. We can't do it now, but we will once Yahushua come back. So if we don't do no sin, we'll never offend our power. That's why the kingdom of heaven is going to be eternal. It's for eternity. It's never going to end. That brings me great comfort and joy knowing that. And so now talking about an end, guess who kingdom is coming to an end? Esau, Edom. And they can see it on their faces. You can just see it. They know it. I'm just looking for one of them like to come out on YouTube and just tell it, which they have. Just to come out and tell it like, yeah, man, we scared of y'all, man. Y'all the most highest people. So with that, I'm gonna end off with this right here. And I say ponder on the kingdom of heaven, Yasharala. Think about it. That should always be on your mindset. Cause that'll keep you locked in. And then second Esdras 6 and 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau's world is coming to an end. I've heard Edomite say that too at my job. He's all like, the world is coming to an end. We all gonna die. And I look like, man, bullshit. No, we not. You are. Your kingdom, your world's coming to an end. And the reason it's coming to an end because mine's coming right on the backside of it. The kingdom of heaven is going to destroy Esau's kingdom. And we need that. We definitely need that. Because we need rest. We need healing. We done been through a whole lot, y'all. Sure, all the captivity we've been through. That's how I know we the people of the book. No other race of people could have survived all of that. They still be here and still be thriving. Only Israel could do that. So that's the Lord flexing that power just right there. In the kingdom of heaven, that's that great prize. Great prize. Like you can't put a number on that. Hitting the lotto for $1 trillion don't compare to the kingdom of heaven. It's everything that comes with it is priceless. So it's got to be paid out in works and in faith. That's how this mug gonna go down. That's how the Lord gonna hand it out. He handed out crowns, but only to the serious, like-minded brothers. So, with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yasha Allah and stay locked in because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.